Hello and welcome back to Become a God. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the beast synergies using Sunekichi's deck from the recent Faeria Blitz tournament. Now, beasts have definitely been buffed. It's a new subtype that's come into the Fall of Everlife. Older cards have also gained the beast subtype as well, so there's more synergies to be found. And in this deck, it's kind of just a mid-range deck that utilizes all the new removal green-blue has available. Now, green gets access to the Deepwood Stalker, it gets access to Hunt Down, which is a new Fall of Everlife card, but if you add the blue as well, you also get the Frog Tosser, and the Leaping Fugu, and the Shifting Octopus. So you can just add a splash of blue, and you get some great tools for the Beast deck. So we just play this down one side, we control the board using our removal and power-ups, and eventually overwhelm our opponent with our bigger creatures. It's a very simple, very straightforward deck, and yeah, let's get into some matches and see how this deck performs. Alright guys, into our first match here, going against Hunter. Now, I've played against Hunter already today, so I kind of know what Hunter's running, and it's going to be a mirror match unless Hunter has changed the deck since. So yeah, both of us playing the beasts. Both of us running the blue-green variant as well. I was actually playing a different build against Hunter, and Hunter seems to be running the Deepwood Grizzly. Okay, I quite like Grizzly in this build actually. I think Grizzly's pretty solid. This is really sad because now if my opponent has Hunt Down, I am at a huge disadvantage. It will not be good. Grizzly's like a perfect Hunt Down target because it's got a lot of life. It means it will probably survive, and you get +2 attack. It's pretty good. So we really want to pick up like a power up, and use a Hunt Down. That would be ideal at this point. This could be a 3/7. So Hunter, you know, really smart here, just playing around all these problems. We don't quite have enough to, well, we could guidance up to 7 life, and then we'll have 5 attack, and then if we Hunt Down, we'll only be at 7, so we can kill the octopus. That is an option, but we won't be able to trigger the boar. So I think we take the boar now instead. I guess, oh no, we do have enough Faeria. My math is all wrong. Okay, so we could just kill the grizzly now. Because if we guidance, we go up to 7, Hunt Down. That's pretty good actually. Yeah, let's do it. Just take out the grizzly, because now if my opponent decides to collect, I have the option to jump over and finish this off. Now, Hunt Down, I think I've learned from a couple of mirrors I've played that the Hunt Down is very important in this matchup. The player who can get a good Hunt Down off first is usually very far ahead. Player who also sets up Rune in first is probably quite far ahead as well, because that card is a bit of a nightmare to deal with if you don't have access to that transform. And blue, not so popular at the moment. You know, mono blue has had its like spells of popularity before the expansion, but not so much at the moment. Yep, Hunt Down. We get some value. And this is actually quite awkward for me because I can't set up the boar. So it's a little unfortunate there. But I'll move into the wells here, and I think I'll just go for the octopus. I mean, I could have double neutraled, but the thing is, I'd rather like the octopus do the work in this situation. Do I want a forest? I think so. Yeah, I think I want a forest here. Because if I can get a lake on this land here, it's better for Fugu later on. We only need 2 lakes, so it's okay. We'll see what happens. But Shifting Octopus now in a position where it can challenge the 5-3. There might just be a power-up here. Okay. Just going to see the power-up come down. And then something played at the back. Maybe a Fugu of my opponent's own. We're not doing too bad. We are double collecting, but we're a bit low on cards. We need more options. Into a 7-3. Wow. Okay. So I can Elderwood. I will take a draw first. Into another Fugu. I think we just play the Fugu and then we just clear. Because then next turn I can potentially go for Piggy into the Elderwood Embrace. That's what I want to do. So I can Ancient Boar here, and then I could potentially jump over, get that extra collection. Elderwood Embrace and clear off this guy, but no, lots of respect here. Hunter, you know, showing that he's going to fall for those tricks. Which is absolutely fine. So we can take some draws now. I think we want to dig towards other parts of our win condition. So like Runin would be really nice. We go for another boar. I don't see the point really. We could just keep our Faeria for now. Like Frog Tosser won't kill this. This could hunt down, but it will probably... This could probably die unless it's a power up to go with it, like an Elderwood Embrace. Then we have the Deepwood Stalker as a follow-up. So we have some good options if we keep our Faeria open. And then we're not too far behind our opponent on resources. We're in a pretty good position because we're double collecting, and our opponent hasn't really had the opportunity to do that yet. We have kind of locked down this left side quite well, but see if the hunt down. Yeah, see, Grizzly hunt down is just really nice. Just a really solid answer. That is a fantastic draw. I am happy with that. Okay. Because now we get to use Runin as just a hitter. You know, we can just use it to tank these two creatures here. I am going to take another land, because if I draw a Frog Tosser on my next turn, which could be quite ideal depending on how the situation turns out, I can Frog Tosser one of these guys, whichever one remains, and then go from there. But Runin also a very good card in this matchup. I would actually recommend keeping it in your mulligan if you know your opponent's playing it, because Runin is just going to get infinite value here. I don't blame Hunter for scooping in this situation, simply because there's no Frogifies in these builds. I got Runin down first. I'm able to keep recycling my Runin while keeping my hand nice and full, while Hunter will just have to keep throwing stuff at Runin, and Runin will eventually get to a point where he can't deal with it. So good game to Hunter. I was very lucky to have the hunt down first and then follow up the Runin. But that just gives you an idea of what this mirror matchup is like. It's very dependent on those cards. But yeah, good game. Let's get into another one. Alright, another game ahead of us. We have a Wood Elemental to start off with. Deepwood Stalker could be a good keep depending on what we're playing against. We don't really have the life required for the boar, so that's why I threw the boar away. Yeah, Wood Alley start, that's pretty good. On the Explore means we get a turn 1 Harvester, and we can build into one of these wells here, depending on what my opponent gets up to. Maybe a lake to kick things off, and a hello. Alright, let's push down one side. Go explore here, take the forest into the wood from the Wood Elemental. So we're just right next to the well, so we can start collecting. You don't necessarily need to do this with Water Elemental, but with like Wood Elementals, it's the best way to do it. Interesting. Okay, so we're building up the Frog Tosser quite quickly, actually. I'm just curious. I could forest and then take this side to make sure we can defend. I think that's fine. Like I can forest here. I can take my last my other wood elemental. We're going to push in between the wells. So we're going to defend on the right side, but we're going to set up a double collector over this side. And then we have Frog Tosser in 2 turns, which can be pretty impactful, depending on what my opponent's playing. It's going to be a land? Okay. We might see some sunken tower shenanigans to disrupt my land placement. Alright, shifting octopus as a 3/5 jump into a ball. And they're gonna shift that across just to make life a little awkward. Understandable. Some people just want to watch the world burn. And Sunken Tower is definitely a card that enjoys that. So we're gonna get the Runin down here. Runin now in a position, in combination with the wood elemental, I can challenge this ancient boar. And again, we're in a mirror. This is a little bit different to my build. Much like Hunter's build is quite different with the Grizzlies. But same principle, unless there's Frogify in Dickleton's version. But yeah, Runin going to give us the edge here, in the early game at least, because like I said, we can just recycle it. It's just got such a powerful ability. Runin not only is a very big threat, but the fact that you can just replay it, like, you gain hand advantage from it. Like, it gives you hand advantage, gives you board presence, it has mobility. She's just a really solid card. Like, it's very difficult for a lot of decks to deal with her right now, just because blue isn't as popular. When blue is really popular, Runin becomes less impactful, because one Frogify and she's done, so... Runin right now, very strong card. Now we could see some mobility shenanigans. We could see Sunken Tower the boar down, and then make a land, move, step down and kill the Runin. Which is absolutely fine, because like I said, I can use just the wood elemental to follow up. It's kind of an expectation of mine that I'm going to have to use the wood elemental in this situation. Oh, it's a Mystic Beast, okay. Oh, and this is going to jump back. I like it. Oh, the hunt down. Man, that's brutal. That is brutal. The hunt down in this situation is kind of ridiculous, actually. Because, yeah, you'll see. It's... If I get to hunt down this, if I get to kill this, and then I just get to kill the Mystic Beast. And then I get to back out. And then Runin back in my hand, ready to replay next turn. It's just, that was a ridiculous sequence using the hunt down. But the fact that I killed the octopus on the other side of the map and killed the Mystic Beast in a 2-for-1 there, crazy, 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 crazy. And I get to replay Runin next turn, being a pretty good situation. I'm gonna see the boar backing out, and we're going to see Runin drop. Elderwood Embrace. Okay, so getting some meat on this card. I respect it. Just wants to make sure it can live. That's fine. So we're just going to Runin. We might have to taunt this up just for a turn. Yeah, I think we taunt this up for a turn. We do lose it, which is a little unfortunate. We could even hunt down the Mystic Beast, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, hunt down is actually pretty good here. Not only do we kill the Mystic Beast, we've taunted this up, so these two are going to kill the Ancient Boar, and my opponent can't collect this turn. So my opponent is just on free Faeria, needs to work with that. We could see a hunt down come off here, maybe hunt down on the boar, on the wood elemental on this side, and then clear this and try and get some value going. A very, very difficult situation to be in, I think, for our opponent. We've got a double collector on the left-hand side. Our opponent's not collecting anything. No Faeria. We're in a very good situation. What is next? You know, I'm surprised how popular this deck is in some ways. Oh, yep, gonna see the hunt down and the clear. Take the value. Yeah, I get that. It's a pretty good sequence there. So we don't get Runin back to the end of our turn. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, we can just clear. I could spider actually. Yeah, I'm gonna spider. I'm gonna spider in the middle. Spider doesn't actually. The Deepwood Stalker doesn't have a lot of targets in this matchup. Like the octopus is probably its best target, depending on what the octopus shifts into. So if it shifts into like a 3-7 or 3-5, like you can take some damage on it, but Spider's not really geared up for this matchup. We can just use it as a free Faeria collector. Same with Frog Tosser actually. Frog Tosser's another one which doesn't quite cut it in this mirror. Again, like Shift and Octopus, one of its best targets. Deepwood Grizzly's not bad as well, but opponent needs to be running Deepwood Grizzly. But we can, yeah, we can double collect and then we can just play Runen again. Been a pretty good situation. Is that a third Mystic Beast? It's going to be a Shift in Octopus. Okay. There's a 5-3, so wants to be mobile. But we could just Frog Tosser it actually. Frog Tosser might be a little better here. Since, like I said, we don't get a lot of good Frog Tosser opportunities in this mirror. So yeah, so let's take the Frog Tosser. And we're just going to try to out-resource our opponent with Faeria. We have loads of cards in hand. And there we have it. Frog Tosser's just going to seal the deal there. Another win in the mirror match. Again, we had Runen. We had a good hunt down as well on that Octopus. Opponent had a decent follow-up hunt down on the double collecting Wood Elemental. But because Runen returned to our hand, it was just... It didn't really matter that much. We were able to collect, clear, and kind of reset things. But yeah, good game there. Let's get into another game. Oh, it looks like we have a rematch ahead of us. Well, lots of mirrors in this episode. And we pick up the Runen in the early game. Oh my god. And a Wood Elemental on the Explore. Living the dream. Cannot fault this hand. The boar isn't great in this situation, but it can improve very drastically. There's a lot of creatures in the deck that synergize with it, and we're going to have an early Fugu. Okay. Say hi to the Fugu. Okay, so the Fugu is a problem because it can go to a 5-5. But maybe I don't care. This is what I'm thinking. Do I even care? Because we need to double neutral anyway to clear this. So I feel like just set up Runen again. Yep, here's Runen. Say hi. Runen put me in a very good situation once again. She's been the MVP so far. In the mirror at least. In most matchups these days, I think. Unless we start seeing some really solid blue decks come back that use Frogify, Runen will still be a terror. A force to be reckoned with. So Fugu now deciding what to do. Fugu's probably going to go over here. Or is it going to jump back to this side? And a boar. Okay. Yep, Fugu getting out of dodge. No surprise. So we can take a lake now. Shimmy everything in, and then do we just take a guidance at this point? Let's work it out. So if this gets hunt down, actually we could play Elderwood. Elderwood's not bad, because if a hunt down does come down on the Runen, it's going to deal 7, so if we can increase it to 8, we just make life a little bit more difficult. But then again, Hunt Down's probably going to clear this out. So do we save a bit of Faeria this time round? I think so. I think that's what we want. Just save the Faeria. And we're not playing the boar because of the Hunt Down. We're just going to let the Wood Elemental take the bait. Or we might even just see the Runen eat the Hunt Down, or we might just see a trade here with a power up. We might see like Elderwood come down. And then we have 3 life left on the Fugu. And then we can take Elderwood on the Wood Elemental. We clear the Fugu. And And we're able to play a boar before we clear the Fugu as well. So we got some good options. What's gonna happen? Alderwood? Yeah. Hunt down? Oh, this is a wombo combo. Feel the bad guys. But she's back. Oh, and she gets to hunt down in the near future as well. It's a shame we don't have the Faeria to combo a hunt down as well on the boar. But that's fine. We're taking Rune in here to stop this Fugu from jumping onto this tile to make an aggressive land. So we're trying to slow down any potential aggression that could come down. This gets a double collect and trade, which is pretty good. This Fugu's had a lot of value so far. But then we just replay Runin again. And Runin's an 8-8, should stick around at least a turn. And that should set up some hunt down shenanigans for us. What is next? Gonna see a retreat. That's actually not bad for us. A retreat in this situation allows us to hunt down the boar, which is now pushing down and trying to collect in that spot at the bottom right hand corner. What else is gonna happen here? A few cards in hand. I might take a forest here and dash onto this land. The lake. Is this just another Fugu? Could just be another Fugu. Okay, just passing. That's fine. Oh, we have a wood elemental. I could save our land generation, but I don't know. I feel that the boar on this spot is just really good. Oh. My mouse has died. I was thinking, is my game crash? Nope. Just a dead mouse. Alright. Mouse, you're back in action. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna boar over here, and then we're just gonna hunt down this boar. So we set up try collection, and then the Fugu also loses jump. It's more than likely going to regain jump. I find it hard to believe that this Fugu is going to stay a non-jumper, but yeah, we should be able to try collect, unless there's a hunt down from my opponent. Yep, just going to scoop there. So the mirror match, once again in our favour, thanks to Runin. Well played, dude. Let's get on to another game. Alright guys, another match. Potentially not a mirror, I can't promise anything. But it could be a mirror, it could not. Now we have the option to double wood elemental. I am happy to keep 2 wood elementals simply because this deck needs to get the 6 lands to unlock the frog tosser. And if I can use wood elementals to generate those lands instead of using just my power wheel, fantastic. That's why they're in the deck. They're in the deck to accelerate things. I'm going to do a split here. I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm probably just going to take a land here, like a lake, and then go for a wood elemental on this side. And there's another mirror match! Oh my goodness. Battle of the Mirrors. Is everyone playing this deck right now? Crazy. I mean, I know this deck's pretty good, but come on. Come on. I like to play... I like to play different... I like to play a variety of decks. I like to play decks that are quite unique. I wanted to feature this because I knew it was getting popular, I knew it was quite strong, but I didn't know it was to the point that everyone is playing it on ladder at this point. And we're all around the same rank as well, which is quite funny. We're all around the same god rank, and we're all playing the same deck. Slight variations on the few. Hunters had the Grizzlies, Dickleton had the Sunken Tower. Mayhem, who knows? Let's see what version Mayhem is rocking. I think we see a boar in the middle. And then we see the other guy jump over. Octopus. Yeah, there's just a hop, skip and a jump. This is actually a really bad situation for us because we don't have access to... Oh, I was about to say we don't have access to any power-ups, but there we go. There's a power-up. We have one. So we can get a boar down. See, we're playing the hunt down a bit too much here because if we go for the boar, and then my opponent can hunt down the boar, have one life, and then clear the wood elemental. That is good value. Let's not play the boar. I'm just playing the power up here just to make the Fugu more, the life of the Fugu more awkward. That's the plan. We can see double neutral. Double neutral is actually pretty good here for my opponent. Can double neutral around my land, jump them both over and just hit with both of them. They both remain on one life, but unless I'm running Famine or like Emperor's Command or something, that one life is not going to be a big deal. I mean, like, Deepwood Stalker is actually pretty good on the Octopus. I was hoping we wouldn't have another mirror, guys. I was just hoping. This is the video of mirror matches. You know, it'd be insane if the next game we play is also a mirror match. It'd be absolute madness. But yeah, we'll see what's happening. Gonna run in. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Makes my boar more expensive. A little sad. Failed experiment. Into what? Failed experiment? What? What are you doing, Mayhem? Crazy. Absolute madness there. Okay. We're actually in a very good situation. Because we get to boar. Then we get to hunt down. And then we get to clear this. I'll take a lake and we'll get into the wells. So we're now going to double collect on the right hand side. We're in tri-collection position once again. And we have some pretty good threats on board. You know, the boar is a 6-2. They both died to Deepwood Stalker. But that's not so bad. And if my opponent decides to build like a big creature, just try and get like a creature with a couple power-ups on it, I do have the other hunt down in hand. So I can take care of that with the boar. So I have some very good options. Hunt down. Oh no, he's going to eat my wood elemental. That's fine. You know, that happens, right? But we now are set up on the right hand side as well, so we can go into double collection if we find the right creature. There we go, get the Grove Guardian down. The Grove Guardian is one of the more interesting choices for this deck. Like, Sunekichi's build is pretty standard from what I can tell, apart from the Grove Guardian. Like, the Grove Guardian is the interesting one. Because I've seen that slot being filled by other cards. Most notably recently, the Deepwood Grizzly. Which is probably where I'd go. I quite like Grizzly. Just because of the life. Like, the life and the hunt down. But this goes up to 7. It's pretty good. Like, on the hunt down, it can kill on the 7. That is not bad. So we are going to hunt down. I'm just deciding, do I take Faeria or not? I might take a draw, actually, because we draw Deepwood Stalker, we're in a better position. But yeah, we're taking the hunt down here to try and starve our opponent. Now, we could see +1 into Frog Tosser at this point, which is pretty bad, but we've just seen a Frog Tosser, so I'm kind of rolling the dice here and hoping that Mayhem doesn't have another. And then the Grove Guardian can double collect next turn, and then I can set up a Fugu or an Octopus. It's going to be an Oaklin. Okay. Wasn't expecting an Oaklin. Oh, then we draw it. It's typical, isn't it? I might have to ignore this. I'm not too keen on messing around with an Oaklin at this point. But then again, I could take the Octopus as a 3/7 or a 3/5. I feel that's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually just take this as a 3/7. Because then the Oaklin doesn't die to it. So the Oaklin will live. My opponent can't clear his own Oaklin now without some help. And if we don't take the jump because double power up can clear the Shifting Octopus. So we're just playing around that. It's going to be a Frog Tosser, going to finish off our friend over there. Okay. And then we can just Deepwood Stalker this. Oh, this puts us in a really good position because now we can Deepwood Stalker. And then we can +1 into Fugu. Huh. I don't know. I'm not keen on +1 Fugu. I'd rather set up a Fugu here. But then again, if this gets removed, I'm not going to be too happy. So yeah, let's take a Fugu on this side. We're just trying to solidify the right side more. And we're just playing the resource game now. We're just going to try and out-resource Mayhem. And that's why the failed experiment is in the deck, right? Because you failed experiment the Oaklin. Because Feed the Forest is too many lands now. It's all coming together. I'm figuring it out. So what's next? Can't failed experiment something that's already on the field. We've seen 2 Frog Tossers now. Takes a draw. Okay, I'm curious to see what comes down. It's going to be an Octopus. As a 5/5. Okay. Alright, so what are our options here? We kind of need a power up, to be honest. To kill this. Or a hunt down. Hunt down is actually pretty good. I want to set this up in an aggressive position. I think I'm just going to double neutral and jump over. I'm going to move this down because next turn I plan to run in 5 damage here and then dash a boar into a more aggressive position. And then I feel like we just step down to block this moving onto our land to play aggressive land. We're just taking our time. We have a lot of Faeria to work with. We are tri-collecting still. And currently the 5/5 Octopus plus the Oaklin isn't enough to clear the 3/7. Still needs 1 damage from somewhere. Now a power up could easily come down, sure, but at least I'm demanding it. I'm saying, Mayhem, you need a power up if you want to kill my Octopus. As long as we don't crack open the Oaklin, I think we'll be fine. Because I really don't want to. I don't want to deal with what Oaklin can make. Takes the collection. We might go for the kind of the winning turns coming up, because we can go for the 5 damage with the Fugu. No, don't eat my spider. God damn it! Eat my spider. I don't like that. That's really annoying. I'm one Faeria off playing everything. Well, doing everything I want to do. I want to make a land. I want to play an aggressive Fugu. I want to put something in double collect. I want a lot of things in my life, guys. We can't have it all. So let's take a draw. Frog Tosser. Huh, okay. That's pretty good. We can Frog Tosser this. Then I guess we play an Octopus. So yeah, we could Frog Tosser this. Play an Octopus here. So yeah, let's get the Octopus in a good spot. Or maybe we play it here. Maybe we play it here. So many choices. Alright, we're going to play Octopus over here. This gets the jump. Then I'm going to Frog Toss our friend. Hopefully the 2/2 spawns here. Fantastic. Then we clear the spider. And now we are blocking the collection. So we're just, again, we're just trying to starve out our opponent as much as possible. This matchup has turned out quite grindy because both of us don't have runing available. And the hunt downs haven't been like completely game swinging. They've been quite moderate from both sides. I feel like I have a little bit of an edge just because I now have the aggressive creature. Oakland's not going to get much done here. You do see a deeper grizzly coming down to defend. Absolutely fine. So we can take the collect. I might play the boar first, actually. And I'm thinking of guidance on this. Clear the grizzly. Use this, the last bit of my frog to clear the grizzly as well. Because again, we don't want to really kill this. And then, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. Or maybe I just double collect, power up this, hit face, the 7, and then set up an aggressive Fugu right behind it. But I'd rather my opponent not have hunt down targets. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, I'd rather my opponent keep off the hunt down diet. Oh, I could take a draw here. Instead of going for Fugu. I like the Fugu. I like the Fugu. Let's sort out the Fugu. And now we're really applying pressure. Little Oakland on the left isn't... You get a lot of Faeria, to be fair, but I'd rather my opponent have access to Faeria than a giant green creature that I can't deal with at this point. If I had like a rune in hand that had died a few times, probably not so bad, but it's difficult. Elderwood. So you can see our opponent really trying to stay in the match. Let's take a draw. We could pick up some power-ups. Frog Tosser. Not bad, but we don't need it right now. So we're just gonna dash in a boar behind these guys, and then we're just gonna stalk. And just say, you know, you need answers here, Mayhem, to stop me from finishing the game. Could see like Deepwood Stalker, and then the Fugu maybe with another beast could jump over, clear the 5/5 for value. And then I can Frog Toss. I can take 4 damage with the boar to set up lethal, and I could Frog Toss the rest of the Fugu if that's the case. With 5 Faeria, not a lot to work with. We've just seen a card draw as well. A lot of answers are needed in this situation. So it does clear this one. Hunt down on that. I like it. Pretty cool. And then 2 Faeria left over. Oh man, and just another Fugu picked up. Let's take a draw just in case we find a boar. No boar. Let's take the Fugu. And there we have it. It's just going to be a scoop from Mayhem. So another mirror match. Victorious. Wow, so many mirrors. This is insane. I know we've played 3 different players across 4 games. And they've all been mirrors, but they've all been different types of green-blue beasts. Very cool. Lots of different experimentation going on. Failed experiment plus Oakland. Didn't consider that, but Mayhem bring the spice with this version of green-blue beasts. let's get into our final game and see if we get something that isn't a mirror match. It'd be quite fitting if we do get a mirror match now. I wouldn't mind one just to close this episode off. But yeah, let's get into another game. Alright guys, final game. Will we get the mirror match? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We could see a mirror once again. No, it's a mountain. So no mirror match to finish things off. You guys might be relieved. Like I said, I was at the point where I was happy to have another mirror match just to make the episode kind of like bookended, you know. Green, blue at the start, green, blue at the end. Lots of green, blue in the middle. It's actually going to be... Oh, okay. Red, blue with a Dreamkeeper. I'm interested. Show me more. Alright, take our Fugu. The next turn we can go into a boar. Or we can just move up and get another Fugu on the go. I might actually take Lake on the right here and then gear up to jump across and clear this. I'm kind of hoping I pick up a Wood Elemental, actually. Wood Elemental would be perfect. I could go for Wood Elemental here, make the forest, boar, lake, and then jump across and double collect. Okay. Okay, we got wait, there's 4 colors. Is this a Rakoan deck? Is this just a Rakoan deck? This deck looks pretty cool, I must admit. Interesting. Okay, I guess we just wait, right? I guess I could play a boar to challenge this. It's not so bad. Yeah, let's take a boar. So we have a boar in a more aggressive position. The shield mates need something a little extra in order to clear the boar. I'm not sure exactly what that will be. Maybe a power-up. Maybe we see some Rakoan synergy. I could have double spidered the shield mate, but I'd lose a spider in the process. So I was thinking, actually, I'd rather clear the shield mate with the boar and then kill the last Rakoan, the other Rakoan that comes down with the spider into another shield mate, into a recruiter. Okay. Oh, this kind of works out. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. So we can just move across, and then we can take a spider. And we can eat this Rakoan, and then we can jump across, we can clear this, and go into another food. Oh, I was meant to spider the other 1/1. I kind of forgot it was going to spawn another one. Oh, we should be okay. It's only a 1/1. And this puts us in a position where we can be more aggressive next turn. If the Fugu lives, we should be able to jump across, take an Elderwood or something, and then just go in and then just force my opponent to play a bit more reactive and defensive. Because right now the Dreamkeeper is kind of snuck to the right. I'm kind of okay with that because Frog Tosser's in the deck, so I could just Frog Tosser it and deal with that problem. I haven't got Frog Tosser in hand yet, so I do need to find that option. But as things go, I'm okay. I guess clearing the 1/1 also helps against the Cannoneer, but I know my opponent has a 1/1 in hand, so I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Yeah, Cannoneer, okay. So yeah, this actually works out really bad for me because I should have cleared that 1/1 so my boar can live. Cannoneer, like, really good removal option there. But a misstep from me forgetting to Deepwood Stalker the other 1/1, but I don't think it's too bad. I think we're okay. Because now we just Stalker this. We can take the Forest. Go for the Grove Guardian. A lot of pressure come down from the left side for us. 5-5 and 5-6 in aggressive positions. I think we're doing good. Although 10 Faeria. 10 Faeria. Who knows what we could see? Garudan? Tephra? Takes a draw, so no collection down there. We're going to see Leia. So this is where Frog Toss is pretty fantastic. We can Frog Toss the Leia. No Frog Tosser found just yet. We're going to have to deal with the Taunt as well, which is a little unfortunate. Let's take a draw. Elderwood Embrace. Okay, so we're going to clear Leia. Move up. Just clear this. We can go for a Fugu in the back, I guess. But I'm going to keep my Faeria handy for now. Let's just sit on this Faeria. Don't want to overextend into some AoE. I'm not sure what would be there. Probably just Garadan, actually. Garadan's pretty strong. Kills my 2 spiders. Grove Guardian will be in a sad position. Deciding on where to put the land. The Dreamkeeper's actually missed out on a couple of double collects now. Which is pretty good for us. Power up? No, only 1 land. It can't power up. An extra lake? Phantasm? Path to Paradise. Mountain. Into the Copter. Nice. Gets to kill my spider. Then what? Illusionist? It's in a 3/4 into a 4/4 and clear? Oh, a fairy, okay. Alright, so we have the Elderwood. That's pretty good. We really need to stop this fairy from going on the land. So I feel that Elderwood Grove Guardian is going to be the play this turn. I will take a draw. We are trying to get... Ah, nice. So we have that. We have that for a little later. Then we can go to the other Grove Guardian. This will clear, but we do lock in the Shadow Silk Fairy, and that's more important for me right now. I don't mind losing the Grove Guardian to the Recruiter. It's kind of killed 2 things, which is okay. It's more so the it's more stopping the Shadow Silk from getting anything done. Okay. Wow, okay, that changes things. We have to take another land anyway, so let's move this guy here. We can move across. Then we can Frog Tosser. Knock that shield off. And now we're in Quad Collection. Quad Collection is an option. Currently not a good... Currently can't actually kill the Frog Tosser with a Copter. Could Cypher's Wrath. I don't know if it's in the deck, but as far as the Copter goes, Copter has no land to use, and I think we're just going to see a well played. And there we have it. So 5-0 with the green blue beasts. pretty good deck. This build I quite like. The Guardians did pay off there. If you were going to make any changes, like I would consider running the Grizzly. I quite like the Grizzly in the Guardian slot. I did try a couple of other things as well. I tried running Crystal Flower. Didn't quite work out how I wanted. I feel like Sunekichi's build is really strong, and it's just really solid. And yeah, I feel this is the strongest build I've seen of the archetype so far. But who knows? Maybe there's some different versions that are a little bit better than this. But so far, Sunekichi's solid deck. That concludes this episode of Become a God using Sunekichi's green-blue beast. We had a lot of mirror matches throughout this episode, but I think it's good to see them actually, because it gives you an idea of how the mirror plays out. If this deck does become popular, having more knowledge about the mirror will help in your ladder experience, especially if you keep bumping into the same deck over and over again, like I did, and definitely could tell that Runin and Huntdown play crucial roles in winning that matchup. Runin was just fantastic, so if you can keep Runin and you know you're going to be in the mirror, by all means keep it in your mulligan. It will definitely help you out. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. This episode was featured on Become a God because the deck is tried and tested and has performed in tournaments. Last week I was doing a lot of will it work, trying out a lot of different ideas I had. I made a Rakoan deck and a Yak deck, but I think the most impressive out of the three was my Ghost Dragon 1-turn kill. If you'd like to see some spicy, dirty deck, definitely check that out. It's a lot of fun. I still need to work on it a bit. I haven't really returned to it since that episode because I do try out a lot of decks for these videos. But yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a go. It is a lot of fun. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy Sunekichi's green-blue beasts.